Hello to everyone in the room and online. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today to learn about a fascinating product that is changing the way millions of people bank. I've been so excited over the past few days to learn more about this product and are glad we have the time to have this conversation. My name is Crosby Cromwell. I'm the principal strategist for True Blue Inclusion and a neurodiverse cisgender woman. I have the honor and privilege to introduce you to Ivana Shumisik, who is the lead product designer and UX team leader for BLIK. So like I said, this for BLIK is a product that is changing the lives of millions and the way that they bank. 20 million users in Poland are using this on a regular basis when there are 38 million residents in Poland. Ivana, how did this happen? That is market saturation at its finest. So talk to us about how that happened, what is BLIK's, why is it so special?
Yeah, hello everyone. It's an honor to be here with you. So let me tell you first about BLIK. BLIK it's a mobile payment method that become fundamental to how Polish people handle money today. And when I say fundamental, I really mean it. As you said, nearly 20 million of Poles using BLIK regularly, at least once a month, and it's a truly mass market technology. BLIK is beautifully simple. It's just 6-digit code that you are generating in your mobile banking app. And this code is valid for 2 minutes and lets you pay in stores, on even e-commerce, and you can also withdraw money using BLIK. And we also provide contactless payments and phone transfers, like instantly phone transfers. You can transfer money to your friend using just his mobile phone. So BLIK is part of 21 banking apps in Poland, so it's integrated into something that people already use and trust. And I think it's really important. So with a banking app, you have everything you need. The average user makes 13 transactions per month. So it's a habit, it's a part of a daily life using BLIK to everyday purchases.
It's just so interesting, and I love the statement of beautifully simple. So if we're thinking about BLIK and the way that you all have designed it, and I know that you've put real intentionality into ensuring that it works for as many users as is possible, that it is accessible. You're thinking about aging demographics, disability demographics, different contexts. What does that look like from an intentionality perspective when you're trying to ensure that BLIK works for as many users as possible and is accessible or is on the accessibility journey?
Yeah, BLIK is a combination of efficiency, effectiveness, and empathy. We try to design one unified experience across all these different contexts, all these different needs and scenarios, whether you're buying groceries or making purchases online or maybe paying in some public services. You just get in the code, enter it, and then confirm transaction in your banking app. Good design is about creating systems that work together seamlessly. Yeah, so that's why we are also working on interoperability with other European payment systems, and designing payments. Payments for us, it's based on 3 pillars. I would say it must be familiar, so short, clear process from checkout, from making purchases to payment. It needs to be universal across these different needs, different transaction types, and also it needs to be accessible, so easy to learn, adaptable to individual needs and preferences. So that's why we are conducting usability testing with including people with different disabilities, different ages, different level of technology knowledge or tech comfort. So we ask people, is it actually comfortable to use BLIK? Is it efficient? It generates new product ideas and help us, find potential problems. So yeah, we have the will to change on research results. So yeah, we also learned that accessibility is a key to security. Yeah, when you don't have to share your code with others, when you don't need to ask for somebody for help. Yeah, it's that independence is security. So yeah, and what's is really important for us, we also updated our agreements and standards. So now accessibility is a part of our contract with partners. So yeah, that's why we have a power to talk with partners, yeah, to build a model, to create method that is universal and more ethical. And as a BLIK, we are part of Business Accessibility Forum. Is an initiative on dialogue about European Payment Act. And it's a knowledge exchange platform for us and for different companies. Yeah, so it's really interesting and it's important for us to be in that dialogue with others, to hear other voices.
Yeah, I mean it. It's not lip service when I say that this is an incredibly impressive company. The statement that accessibility is essential to security, I want multinational companies to be paying attention to what you all are building and doing. It's incredibly impressive. It is the future. It is the way we want all kinds of companies to think about product design. And I know you all have thought about in such a beautiful way of not adding layers of technology to be shiny, but in removing friction to make sure that at the end of the day, like you said, forgetting the passwords and using the simple code that you have for the amount of time, it releases and eases a cognitive load that is so impressive. And as you think about demographics aging into disability and the number of individuals with disabilities increasing both in Poland and around the world, how have you thought about those demographic shifts and why this is important in Poland, important as you grow beyond for your users and the changing market?
Yeah, the European Union projects that by 2050, people aged 65 or older will make up 30% of our population. Now it's 20. So we're talking about massive demographic wave. I like to call it silver tsunami. Yeah? We must remember that 50% of people 65 or older have some form of disability, like hearing problems, vision problems, reduced mobility, or chronic conditions. So, and this will be this will be a third of our population. Yeah. So yeah, when we spoke about it, and when we changed the perception and maybe change our dialogue, we completely reframe it. And ignoring the accessibility is ignoring the majority of our future market, and it can be incredible opportunity for us.
Completely agree. And in some of our past conversations, to everything you just said, you've talked about the intentionality with which you all worked with, spoke with, learned from users with disabilities. Can you talk to us as a case study for other companies or for advocates that are advocating for themselves within their banks, how you all intentionally talked to, worked with users with disabilities?
Yeah, we are open to dialogue, and I think it's our base. Yeah, it's really important for us, and we as digital creators should use technology to build better future, and we must build solutions that allow people to maintain independence, dignity, autonomy as they age, and payments can make by themselves services that can use without any help, and interfaces that can adapt to different preferences and to changing abilities. And that's responsible is on our side, digital creators. So every company that makes something in digital should remember it, yeah? And accessibility is a human right. It's not a feature, not an adding, not something that we want to have it just because, yeah? It's a competitive advantage, and also it's a fundamental right for people to be included in digital modern society. Yeah, so yes, we need to design accessibility because of requirements and because if it's a good for business, but we need to do it because we are building infrastructure for better future, for people's daily lives, and everyone deserves dignity and easily and independently use something so simple like payments. Yeah. So I think what I'm trying to say, the responsible is on our side. Yeah, we must do it because it's good, but because it's a fight for human right.
Your statement and the story of what you all are doing is, I think, why it's so important to know about BLIK and what you all are doing from an accessibility standpoint. What's next for the product, for the company? How are you thinking about accessibility 2.0 or growth? What's ahead?
I think a major step forward for us was last year we updated this partner agreement, and now we are talking with our partners, and we are trying to check if they do it or not. Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for banks and for other platforms, to boost the usability. So yeah, it's a changing moment for us, and it's a crucial. And as I said before, we are working on interoperability. So with different payment schemes, different payment methods, we try to make it possible to use BLIK everywhere with the different apps. Yeah.
It's so incredible. And I know you have a personal passion for this work. I know we're also coming to a close on our time, but if you have a challenge or an action item that you want to put out to other companies to learn from you all, do you have a challenge that you want to give to us at the end of the day?
Listen to your designers and use their power to make better products. Think about design, think about inclusion, think about different needs. Yeah, it's really opening our minds and opening our eyes. How different people, how different possibilities we can adjust. Yeah, so I think one point for our speech is yeah, you are responsible as a designer, as a creator, to make better things, to make better future.
So well said. And as we close, I just want to go back to the sentiment of accessibility is not a feature, it's a human right. I mean, I think that's the statement that I will walk away with. I want to challenge each of us in the room and online to take the time to learn about BLIK. Get on the site, walk through the accessibility features. It really is an important and beautiful story. So with that, we'll close. Ivana, thank you for your time. Thank you for telling us more about the company.
Thank you for having me.